Hello, everyone. And welcome back to DeadWorld. This up. This is episode 85. Tons and tons of water. We're in the good part of the day. And the sticks. Alright, if we're going to take this opportunity. What colt we have? 4. That's good. I like 4. We're going to take the opportunity. We go ahead and bug out. And go back to coastal. We need to hunt down our extra matches. And okay, we got a can on this. That's good. Drop some of these horrible torches. Okay. Leave the cooking pot here. Grab a torch. And let's head to coastal. And see if the beachcombing has refreshed for us over there. Didn't really see anything here, which was kind of disturbing. The deer that's over there is the one that we'd already harvested. But we're in the warmest part of the day. We should take advantage of that. And go over here and check and see what's available. And then we need to check our match situation. I want to say we have stuff stored somewhere. I don't know if it's at Quonset or if it's at Misanthropes, but I believe we have stuff stored. I hear a wolf howl. I should not be hearing a wolf howl. We are in no way, shape, or form to deal with a wolf. We should not have any wolves here. So hopefully, if we got a loading error, which happens time to time, we've seen rabbits. We actually saw a wolf when we were hanging out in Milton Basin. In fact, you know what? Let's, just in case, we do have torches. Don't have any rocks. So I'm going to pick up a rock for the moment. Usually it'll clear itself up once we load into another screen, but on the weird case that it doesn't, we'll be prepared. We essentially will just avoid and ignore them. They don't exist. I think we'll walk our way over to Misanthropes. That way we can take a peek at beachcombing now. See something out here. Now, I've been concerned that since the visual update, Hinterland likes to sneak in little other fixes with things. And I know they were like working on the sled and a few other things. I wonder if there's been any changes to beachcombing, because it seems since the visual update, beachcombing got a whole lot more lucrative for this run. We were really lean, and then suddenly we were finding a lot more fish and items. So I'm hoping it hasn't changed and affected things. I don't really want it to be that. Oh, look. Perfect. Flare. That's another fire. And we do have fresh beachcombing here. I'll take that. No, we really don't need it. Oh, come on, wind. You're blowing the wrong way. Please don't blow my torch out. We need to stay at least 2 down. And head towards the dock and then up to Mithran's Rope. That way we can maximize beachcombing. Hopefully we don't get cold.
Sure getting cold.
Just told you I didn't want to get cold. When I was logging in, it'll, usually it'll show you like all your stats and stuff. We were at 41% health, so we've actually gotten an uptick because we've been able to keep our meters up, but I have a feeling we're going to get cold here. I'd rather not start a fire. Alright, we're going to trade calories. We're in the red. We can get out of the wind here. Yeah, we're going to lose this torch. Ooh, bag. Empty bag. No, don't get in there twice.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
All right, Astrid. I'm sorry. I pushed the envelope. Let's go, let's go. That's the problem with this. It's like you can't push things like you do an interloper. Like an interloper doesn't be no big deal. You would just do this. Then you take a little hit, and you'd sleep, and you'd be all good. Now this is probably going to cost me for 2%. And that's a half a day's worth of healing. All right, warm up. You know what? Can we find a cabinet for this? We don't need it. We can't use it. Is there anything else we're carrying that's excessive? I wish we could put that in there. Not that it means anything. We'll dump all the extra clothing. Get rid of that. I don't want to put these down because I just don't know that I'm not going to find something. I think some of the repair materials we could do without. All right, so let's dump the extra clothing. So we're not wearing this, or this, or these. They make for good repair materials. Clothing looks mostly good. Don't worry about that. We have an extra pot here. I'm going to take that with me. That's not doing me any good here. All right. Do we have anything in cabinets in here? We do not. Okay. Wasn't sure if I was storing anything. So that is now storage. Got extra water here. Let's move you out of the way. Some minor organization here while we warm up. Okay, what do we have in here? Okay, so here's where all our matches are. Good. So let's grab 24 more matches. And our hatchet. This might come in handy if we need to start breaking up wood and stuff. Okay. All right, that makes me feel better. I don't know that we need to go to Kwanzaa. I don't want to go there if we don't have to. We still got a bunch of matches there. Oops. Sorry about that. I think I'm still on the screen moving around. Okay, so that gives us 36, 42 matches, 43 matches. Is this ruined? Yes. Nothing in there. All right. Let's harvest these torches. It sounds windy outside, but we may still have to try to boogie down to the fishing hut. We should still have a coffee in there. That's all we've got. Now, there's one place we haven't been that could be a gutsy maneuver. I don't know that it's going to pay off much. We haven't been down into the Aurora mine. So there is that possibility. If I remember correctly, when Jitwire was doing her long run, she went down there and I think she found some food. So it'll be luck of the draw by every stretch of the means, but it might be worth doing that. Sorry, I'm going to turn the mouse down. Again, my apologies. Oh, great. Well, we may be getting a reset, which really doesn't hurt my feelings any. I think with the food we have now, I think the smarter bet right now is to kind of sit tight and let the storm brew. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we should be able to eat that. Yeah, perfect. All right. Let's go grab a couple hours of sleep, and then we'll check the weather. 'Cause moving around at night does not really bother me at all. It's a little harder to do beach combing, but we'll see how the storm progresses. It might turn into a full-blown blizzard, which might, once again, might help us. What's it look like now? Yep. We got a blizzard. Okay. This means everything's reset on the whole stretch back. So let's talk longevity here. And I'll throw this out to you guys. And your feedback is welcome as always. But I'm kind of thinking about the possibility, and granted, we've only had one nice little run of good luck in the beachcombing, but if there has been a somewhat shift with the last update, I'm wondering if we're going to start getting more lucky with the fish and other items that we find, and if this run's all of a sudden going to be more sustainable. And if that's the case, I'd like to draw a line in the sand of maybe in 5 more episodes, if we're, starting to see this amazing turnaround. We've got a lot of food starting to store up, and things are starting to look like we could carry this out for a while. I'm thinking that it might be a point where maybe we reach like episode 90. Maybe we put this run on a more extended release. In other words, maybe we semi-retire the run. There are some other things I'd like to do. I would like to dip my toe into the Grimloper run. I've been really enjoying the Piccalil and luggage deal, and it's just been that we've been doing the DeadWorld thing on this particular run for a long time. I'd like to do some other things. I wouldn't mind revisiting DeadWorld and doing a old school DeadWorld. I have a way to go back into time and play DeadWorld in its original content in version 8, 1.81. And this is all before Ash Canyon. There's no Blackrock. There's no DLC. Be a totally fun way to redo DeadWorld from its original source. No cooking. It'd be a whole different game. Get a drink. Let's take another 2-hour nap. Let's see how things fly here. But there's something I'm considering, depending on how things change. It just seemed like the last couple episodes since the visual update, we've had a lot more success with Beachcombing. And this blizzard is probably going to answer that question. Because if we suddenly have, another 3 to 4 fish in each section, like we find some in Crumbling, some in Desolation Point, if we're going to continue to keep finding fish, I'm almost leaning towards the idea of doing a semi-retirement for this. And then maybe we do a once-a-month run to see how things are going. Keep checking in, so to speak. Maybe do kind of like what Zach does. He does a stalker run, once every month or so. I think I could do more of a monthly thing. And just, we'll pick a date and we'll say, okay, now on this date, we'll release an update on DeadWorld. And then we can start doing some other things. I would enjoy that. I think a lot of people watching might like to see something different. Okay, sounds like the storm stopped. Let's go take another peek outside. I'd be willing to go over to the fishing hut and start a fire. If we can see anything. Oh, it's still... Are we getting an aurora? The weather seems to be changing in a very rapid way. What? Let's do this. All right, no lights. Did it clear up? Wow, what a clear day. Clear night, I guess I should say. It's nowhere near day. So pretty. So pretty. Yeah. Can't see that far. But I have to go down there and start a fire. I'll take you. You would make great fire making material. We've got the means to put a fire over there. I say we go get rested. The morning isn't always the best time to do that, but we eat up so much energy. Let's do 2 more hours. Maybe the wind will die down. It's going to be cold regardless, but 158 days. And the dramatic music kicks in. All right. I'm showing 2 down. I'm saying let's go. Like a hatchet would work really good to do some of these branches here. Build a fire next to them. We'll check that on the way back. I see something out there. That's something up on the ice break. Look. Looks like there's something up on the ice there on the top there. Thank you. You definitely were just talking about needing firewood. Yeah, there is something up there. That's the first. I don't know that I remember seeing stuff up here on the broken ice. Don't crack. Well. This assists us with needing fire over here. Alright, let's start a fire here in the fishing hut. And then we'll go check beach coming. Let's see here. Go ahead and use the match. Now we solve the match mystery. You know what? Go ahead. No, use the torch though. We can light that at 100%. We'll do it. All right, let's try one coal. See if that'll turn things around without burning everything. See, all of our firewood is gone from here. Why don't we leave some of this found wood behind? This isn't going to be enough to keep us warm. All right, we're getting 2. That's good. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's leave 1 coal here for emergencies. And while we're here, make some water. We still got maybe 2 days worth of food. Pass time with the water. Another water. Alright, let's go take a peek at it. We've gotten lucky right over on the other side of this island, so. Torch is keeping us a little warmer. That's a beautiful thing. What do we have today? An ore. And a suitcase.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'll take it. We don't really need it. Don't want to go too far up this way, and I'm not going to go search that other side anymore. That other side has been just a waste of time. I would feel better about actually heading back to Crumbling Highway. Don't see anything. I'm going to turn around. We're going to go warm back up. I'm of the argument whether we just turn around and go right back. We got our match situation taken care of. We didn't get a respawn of items and crumbling. And I don't know if that had to do with us being there or what happened with that. But now that we've had the storm, break that down, get those sticks back. That was a nice idea that didn't work. I've been really excited about doing Grimloper because of the fact that you can hunt and fish and do all that stuff. All right, here we are. Let's warm back up. Sun's starting to come up. Make more water, Astrid. Make more water. Nice having these little caches of supplies. Don't start snowing again. Alright, let's pass the time and warm up the rest of the way here. Okay. I think we'll keep that water. Ooh, that was actually a good torch. I should have kept that one. Can I grab it before? Either, but I'm just basically pulling supplies out of this fire. It seems like such a waste to let it burn out, where at least with that I got a few items out of it. Alright, let's go check what this other stuff was. And then we'll head up to Misanthropes and warm up again. There it is. I was gonna say, I know I saw something. I know it was there. It's not gonna have anything good in it, though. Just a candy bar, you know? Just something. Yeah, look how cold we got just going from the fishing hut to here. It's ridiculous. All right, Astrid, I think we're going to have to run to get up here. I don't want to get you cold anymore. We may have to hang out here till it warms up. So
I can't feel my hands.
Too early in the morning. Yeah. I understand. Let's go. I'm curious. Okay, we're back up to 40. I think we were 41 when I started. I know we had to have lost a couple of percentage points. So let's... You know what? No, don't pick that up. Extinguish this. Harvest.
I need a horse.
Just harvest it. It was one of the torches we pulled, basically. It may not have been exactly that one, but... Ooh, you are hungry, aren't you? Good Lord. Chewing through the hay. You were talking about horses, so... Yeah, that's going to be tough, because we probably could eat that. So... Let's sleep for an hour. It'll warm us up. See what the weather's like. See if we can't make a mad dash. Wind's picking up. Come on. Give us a little bit of a break. Tiny window. Hardest part is getting from here over there to crumbling. Again? We didn't even get a chance to check the last one. Well, you got a double reset. So... What can we craft? Well, we could craft a torch. We don't need to do that just yet. We do have the oil too, don't we? How about this? That doesn't really need refueling, but you know what? Just do it anyway. While we have the oil. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the rock. We're trying to run light anyway. I'm just gonna keep the rock. I keep getting surprised by wildlife in this run. All right, take a look. Is there anything we can repair that's gonna give us any sort of improvement? I wouldn't be upset if we found a wolf carcass that I could take advantage of. Harvesting the carcass. I don't know that we've done that. I don't know if we've got one sitting somewhere that I'm not remembering. Got a ton of deer. Probably should drop some of that leather we've got. We definitely can do this because we have enough curing. We could lighten up. We'll keep one. But really, the only thing I think we have to repair with that is the boots here. That'd be a waste of materials at this point. Maybe the hockey jersey, but it's only going to give us... Tell you what. Repair those. Maybe we'll get lucky and the blizzard will end just as it's warmer part of the day. That would be a lot to ask for, but I'm going to double check here. I do believe we got another blizzard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, let's take a nap. Can't really do much else. It's not like we could sit in the fishing hut with a fire and fish and do anything exciting. I think it's still raging. I think we sleep another hour. The wind seems to have stopped. If it is not blizzarding, we're going to go. Even if I don't get to beachcomb much here. All right. Run, Astrid, run. Let's go down here. It seems to be more down here than anywhere else. Should start a collection of those dress shoes. Nothing over there. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Just random wood. Ooh, I see something way in the distance. That's amazing. The draw distance thing is really making a difference here. Oop, don't. I wonder if it would behoove us to do this. Will that change? No, we're still cold. All right. Oh, wait. 2 down is better. 2 down is better. Ooh. Them be crows. So, is this what we like to call, is it a dude or is it dinner? Kinda looks like a dude from here, but one cannot always tell. But we do have some stuff over here. Birch bark, we don't need, but we'll pick it up. Looks like we have a person. No, it looks like a deer. So we got dinner, not a dude. And catfish. So let's see if we can start a simple fire here.
Come on, little fire.
Snowshoe. Add 1 coal. Half of our stick. If that'll help. Come on. There you go. That's what we need to see. Oh, we did much better than I even thought. Oh, look at this. Is this happening? 1.5 kilos. Alright. We've got a decent length of fire here. Let's go ahead and cook these as long as we can. I'm also going to see if I can't get... There we go. One gut. That one thing was going to be done cooking. We will eat it right away. We warmed up better than I thought we would. We will eat you now. How much time we got? 8 minutes. Alright. I'm going to walk over here and see what we got. Looks like some reclaim. But if there's anything else, like a fish, that looks... Is this promising? No, it's cloth. But we will take this. Oh, the wind. The wind is just the nemesis. Alright. Get back over here. Let's warm up. Don't have any need for feathers. Can't build that kind of clothing with these kinds of feathers. Alright. Come on. Couple of decent torches in there. That was a good one. One more. Alright. I think one of these was better. I don't know if it's still better. Yeah, it's still better. Alright. We'll leave that mess for a later time. Let's get our behind a crumbling highway. That'll be a good landmarker, though, with all the with the fire there. Are we in a good time? Yeah. We're in our good window of time. If we don't get another storm right away, hopefully we can get Crumbling Highway looted. Thank you for not blowing in the face of Mr. Wind, slowing us down. Keep this torch lit and get a fire started in that cave. There we go. Now you're moving. So yeah, if we come over here and we find a couple of fish or another carcass or whatever, I'm gonna think something's changed, so. But I won't consider the retirement or semi-retirement of the series until I get a little feedback from those of you that are so gracious to leave comments. I do want to get the input. Let's do this early, so I'm not trying to do it when we're... Oh, I picked the wrong screen here. Do this one. Use... I don't want to be like traveling down the side of the mountain there or whatever and that thing go out. One down. Maybe we can actually loot this before we get to the cave. Depending on what's over here. It looks like a pallet. Pallet doesn't interest me. A pallet full of sardines would be something from Last Resort. Okay. Let's see. This. Okay. Stick. More cloth. Hey, fish. That's one. That's something. That it? I think so. All right, let's go over here and get a fire started. Warm back up and go check the other side. And if we can do this fast enough, we'll take advantage of the daylight and the warm weather. We'll book it over to DP, Desolation Point. Got piles of stuff everywhere.
Come on, little fire.
Grab one of those, and I'll tell you what, let's just use the reclaim. We're warm in here. We don't need to use up our coal. But I definitely wanted to get back to 2 coal. let's... Oh, okay. Forgot about doing that. So let's get this curing. That one will be cured. We can... cook you.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Okay, okay. I got it. I got it. How about we do this? Let's go ahead and just eat this fish. And get a drink. Probably should have used the... Yeah, we've got water here. Tell you what, here. Cook water. Whoops. Put the rock away. All right, that works. He's ruined. We clean up after ourselves a little bit. Quit being messy. Yeah, see, it might be worth bringing the hatchet along. We can cut that up too. Some extra wood over here. Oh, look at this. We're just one down. How are we getting so lucky with some of these late afternoons? I see crows. That's always a welcoming sign. Let's go into the teaser corner over here. See something over here, but I can't tell what it is. This is always that section that just teases us that we can't get to it. But there seems to be a lot of stuff over here. Crows are flying in. See more firewood. That's always a plus. What do we got? Oh, perfect. Oh, another fish. Amazing. Like a hat. Oh, rabbit. Oh, we're saved now, gang. Spray paint. We can leave messages that we were here. Let's refresh this torch. Now this definitely looks like a person. So, not so lucky on that front. How did we throw a torch that close to the edge? Are we that foolish? You gonna tease me with this guy? You better have something good. Can we even get to this? I think we must have thrown a torch in a bad spot. Alright, I think that's it, but we did get a fish out of this. And some more firewood. Grab this torch. Should have burned out by now. Look how warm we are. It already got cold. We gotta go. I was thinking about cooking this other fish, but I think we're just gonna carry it. We need to get to DP. We need to loot the beach. Crazy. We're actually warming up. That's not possible. How are we warming up? That's puzzling me. It should be just not possible to warm up. All right. How are we doing in here? Pick that up. $3 is fine. It's good enough. Let's go. Can't ruin this opportunity. The weather changes too fast. I mean, if we can stay this warm, we can just leave the cave and go right down to the beach. And beachcomber our way over to the right. No getting tired, girl. We gotta go. Wind is picking up. I don't like that. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Step lightly. Ooh. I like it. It's nice that we're starting to see some respawning coal in here. We will take it. And you know what? I'll replace you with the soon-to-be. Oh, come on. There. Place a ruined torch with a going-to-be ruined torch. Please just be mine noise. This is not the wind. Take you. I'm gonna know this cave like the back of my hand. Not to say that I look at the back of my hand all the time. Ooh, piece of coal. Let's go, Astrid. Almost wish we could find a rope. Be tempting to put that rope there. I don't know if it'd be that much faster to get down, but I don't know if I trust myself to goat that. The last thing I need to do is stumble, fall, and take damage for something foolish when I can just walk around this way. And we're rarely heavy, so the rope climb would be quick. I don't know that I would climb up the rope, although that might save time too, but... Oh, this is amazing. Can't believe we got this kind of weather. Also the fact that we're going to be able to, if this stays like this for just a little bit, we can get a pretty good beachcombing of this side, which is the hardest part to beachcomb because it's away from all the shelters. Trying not to slow down to pick those up. Just opportunity. They're there. They're in front of me. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to collect a whole bunch of sticks and stuff, but okay. What would be in the canoe, if anything? I don't think we're gonna get it. Don't see anything around it. No. Oh my goodness. The way that drew in. We've been here before. Yeah, go ahead and use that. We'll make more. We have oil to make more torches. You think we've been here before? I'm going to grab a couple of these because the whole point of that was to do just that. Sticks. Look at this. More fish. Get off there. We're going to get heavy here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, I know. I just made you really, really heavy. But we're warm, so I'm not going to sweat it at this point. Maybe we can get away with this. The only problem is we can't run. Tell you what, I think what we'll do before we get into a bad situation. There. Torch. Back and get our bounty of food. This is just, well, it's what we talked about a little while ago. This sudden shift in finding more food has changed this run as we were getting into the nitty gritty where we are starting to have to use stems. Now, depending what this is like a person. Okay. We are starting to get a little cold. I still think we can make the rest of this trip. If we find more fish, though, we're in trouble. I don't think we can carry much more of it. Could drop these bad torches, I guess. But the wind is starting to pick up. If it starts to get cold.
This pipe is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I know, Astrid. I'm just pushing you to the limit. But extremely impressed with you. You've done great. Our fortunes have changed since the update. You still managed to survive. Your health meter looks much better than it has in a long time. And with all this food, and if we can keep you warm, not run you out in the cold weather, that will continue to grow. Okay, I kind of think I see the wind kicking up here. So as soon as we get on the other side of this rock, we're going to head right for the right thing. Without getting hypothermia. Oh, I see something over here. It's too tempting not to go look. Maybe we go start a fire over in the island. We do have that little windbreak. It's a suitcase. The wind is starting to pick up. If we get a blizzard again, we're going to lose all this. Alright, mindful of the cracking ice. Cannot run away.
This'll come in handy.
I don't think so, Astrid. I went ahead and grabbed it so that it would respawn. Just in case. Alright, I'm going to head for this little nook. There's more stuff right there. Alright, let's go. I think we can get over here and start a fire. We got a whole bunch of coal we picked up. We'll just start a fire and dump 2 coal into it. We'll start cooking fish. And we'll come back over here with a fresh curiosity. Look at this. Got more sticks over here. I know you don't need to be picking up more weight, but we always need fuel. Now, I'd like to get the rest of this beach coming before, 1, we get another blizzard, and 2, we don't know what tomorrow's going to be. I mean, we're kind of warm. If we can get a lot of this looted now, it will benefit us. But we're getting tired. We're cold. Hey, look. We have a frying pan over here. Start a fire. Go. Fire starting 5 has been amazing.
Come on.
Move out the way.
Come on.
Oh, wow. We got fur over here, too. Okay, so drop. Drop. Keep that extra wood over here. This fish must be massive. Just that one changed. What else we got? These are cooked. Oh, 1,700 calories. Just eat that one right now. I can't believe this. Just out of curiosity. 14. 15. 12. Alright, so wind is starting to pick up. We're not warm yet. Get a drink. We may luck out. I'd like to at least get this stuff over here. And we'll go create a save point in the Riken. And we need to... I'd like to get this stuff cooked, though. Come on, Astrid, warm up. Take a risk here. Fire's still going. Think about, leave this behind too. That's weighty. Uh-oh. That wind doesn't sound good. Alright, let's go real quick. Before we run out of energy, can't run. Hopefully we have a warm fire to come back to. What do we got, guys? What do we got? Looks like another fish. That tailhead. Ooh, that was a little scary. Another rabbit. Alright, I think that's it. There may be more on the other side, but That's going to have to wait. Even if we get another blizzard and it resets and we miss a few things, we've collected so much. Alright. Astrid is tired. Look at you, big behemoth. It's an hour. Night is coming. We need to sleep. $1,500. 17. I can't believe that little tiny fish is 17. $1,700, $1,400, $1,900. We've got several days of food. This is 40 minutes. 1,400. Yeah, we're gonna have to really think about the longevity of this. If this has changed and we've created a sustainable beachcombing thing, because at first I was very much thinking we weren't going to be able to sustain ourselves, but I think something has changed, something, because our luck was totally off, and those of you that are watching, you know, I mean, I was starting to crack into stems, and yeah, this is a wholesale change. Wow, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to carry these with me. Yeah, because that makes this heavy right there. I guess we're going to have to leave these behind. Too nice, George. You know, we're waiting on this. I should be doing this. I'll drop that spray paint too. Carrying a lot of unnecessaries because I just grab stuff while we're beach going. Alright. Is this done yet? No. Drop the paint. We don't need it. Don't need that. Can't use it. How we doing? 7 minutes. We could do a few more of these. No, just drop them. There, that lightens our load too. Alright, that's done. Leave that here. I don't think we're going to be able to keep it. It's a race to the Riken without running. Shouldn't be an issue. Should be able to make it without an issue. I just hope it doesn't blizzard right away. I'd like to get the rest of this combed before we lose it, but can't complain. We've been fortunate. Did I see a spot? I saw a pixel. Come on, give me a spot to sleep. Let's take a 5-hour nap. Maybe we can go beachcombing when we start the next episode. See how kind of rest we got. Not bad. Okay, 159 days, 14 hours. We're closing in on 160. I'd say 4 episodes ago we were going to be lucky if we hit 160. So beachcombing has become a new thing now. And we'll have to make a decision. So if you want to do so, by all means, let me know what you think. Should we maybe consider that in a couple of episodes? That maybe by the time we reach 190, we put this run on semi-retirement, and then we peek in on it from time to time and see how long we can carry it out. We can do something different, or we can keep carrying on. Either way, I want to know how this turns out by both means. So anyway, let's call this an episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.